little Izzy.
Oh, there.
How are you doing?
Oh, yeah. This... Hang on. First, get rid of my preview so I stop seeing myself moving in the corner of my eye. This is for you. And... these are for you.
Oh, the stamina recharge?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You see why I'm like, yep. Yep, you want this.
What's up, brother? Hi, Potato. How
Hell
you
yeah.
doing?
Just gonna quickly gather more water and make more of those Roibo teas, because we have lots of Roibos, we're running out of water again.
Yeah.
Because we're always running out of water. But basically with those teas, we shouldn't really need to carry water on us anymore.
I was like laughing so hard because I went around trying to collect as many bombs for this playthrough with you, because remember I used up all my bombs.
Yeah.
What happened? I come to a very scary place and I had to use all my bombs except one.
Yep, that checks out.
I have one bomb and one skeleton bomb. The other skeleton bombs I use.
Okay.
So I was like, damn it. I didn't want to use this.
That's how it be sometimes. Here is more tea.
Yeah.
There we go. That should last us most of the session, I think, as long as we don't go crazy with them. It turns out we don't have as many Roibos as I thought. So we'll want to be grabbing those, because I didn't plant any. I thought I did, but I didn't. And the fun thing for the start of the stream is I made new armor.
Oh.
Behold, I am wizard.
Oh, nice. Looks really good too.
I don't have shoes yet, but, you know, that's fine. Those shoes kind of blend with the rest of it anyway.
My wrist was bugging out.
It's been freaking out a little bit in general. It's having a moment, and I don't know why. Yeah, the Fowler stuff can go away now. There we go.
I actually met a problem in single player that I never seen before.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was one thing like information-wise that bugged out.
I've had a few bugs as far as like the way things read out and things. I just don't know exactly which one you're talking about yet.
I'm trying to actually freaking remember what it was, but it was.
Take your time.
I don't remember if it was the rested that disappeared, or if it was the shrouded timer that disappeared, so I couldn't see my time. I don't remember. It was something wacky like that.
I've never seen the timer disappear. We both have experienced the timer getting stuck on screen before, but I don't think I've ever seen the timer just poof. That's concerning.
No. It was something that got poofed, but I am not sure if it was the shroud. I need to remember, but it was something really important, and I was just like, I will restart the game. Oh yeah, getting randomly stuck on single player happens a lot.
Really?
It just throws me in place, and I needed to like go back to menu and go back again to actually getting and be able to move again.
That's interesting, because I've only encountered that issue in multiplayer. I've never had that happen in single player.
Yeah, and I never had it in single player.
Interesting.
Huh? No, I'm not muted. But thanks for the heads up.
Might be that it was acting a little weird for the stream, maybe?
Okay, now you should hear me.
Yeah, I was about to say, double check the OBS just in case.
My OBS was stupid.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
Stupid. Why are you waddling into a corner?
The world may never know.
Then you didn't even hear me make the funny, "What's up, brother?" Before. I'm sad now.
Rip. Alright, so...
Oh god, server overload is red, and I started lagging
Yeah, it's
horrendously.
already freaking out a little bit, and we're not even going anywhere. That's a bit concerning. And
Yeah, I'm very laggy.
like, is the game having an issue? Because it's saying hosting load red, but like, my system-wise, it's fine. So I don't think it's my hosting having an issue. It might be their servers?
I don't know if you can see it.
It's doing it for me too, like, as the host.
Super slow, look at this.
Like, I've got the stutter step going on real bad right now. Oh, this is a bad sign.
Yeah, fuck.
This was fine for hours. I would like everyone to know. I grinded for like an hour and change.
Maybe we can try to restart?
Sure we can.
If that doesn't help, I don't know.
Yeah, if you just quickly hop out and then I'll reset the thingy.
Oh my god.
Hey,
and Potato, I don't want to jump into the water. Because the water in that lake that you saw on the TikTok video is that a lot of people that is stealing like bikes and stuff like that in my country actually dumps it in that water.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of bad things you can easily land on if you went in that water then.
Yeah. It's also the fact that it overgrown with like seaweed that sometimes they have to like scoop it up. Like every summer they have like boats there that is like cutting and scooping them up.
I've reloaded the server now, by the way.
Yeah. So yeah, I really don't want to be in there swimming around.
Yeah.
They are trying to clean it every year though. But
a lot can happen in that year.
Yeah. It is actually some people in my city that knows about it, that they sometimes try to fish up bicycles and stuff.
Of course.
Like, themselves. Oh, it works now. I'm not stuttering
it's holding at the moment, yeah. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Yeah. So it does exist, you know, kind people knowing about the problem that tries to fish up stuff that gets thrown in it.
Yeah.
But obviously, some of them get thrown pretty far, and it's very hard for a private person without the right gear to fish it up.
Yeah. Short of, like, diving in and trying to, like, actively pull them up.
In water with a lot of seaweed as well, so you can't see anything.
Yeah, and it's probably also entangled in that seaweed at that point. I suppose our first port of call probably should be this tanning station over here, probably, because we need leather for things. Then go grab the alchemy station, and then we'll find that chain lightning thing you said you found.
Oh yeah, because I see I've been there. So yeah, we can do that.
So I guess we'll use this home that's a little bit to the left of where the tanning station is, though I know that area is a nightmare, because that's where we were getting the other thing from.
Country cares for once upon a time they did.
What is this country caring about its people thing? I don't know that this is a concept that exists.
Let's say that even specific organizations is now looking up to politicians, and they actually realize that a politician group has been lying and deceiving.
Being politicians, okay.
Yeah. Where the fuck did you go, Drac?
Just right across the way using the staircase. I just jumped across as we did before.
Okay. because it was fucking up, so I saw you to like my left and stuff, and I was like, that
Oh, that
doesn't
is where I
seem
went,
right.
yeah. Because I went up and
Oh,
around the
okay.
ramp there. Maybe don't run off the stairs, but you do need to jump off of the stairs.
Potato just wants me to die.
This checks out.
Die for content. Oh.
There's more copper here.
It's also the fact that we have a problem, at least in my city. It's like every week now the police is actually out with like a microphone and kind of talking about the problem the immigrants is doing, because apparently recently they have understood that it is somebody going around kidnapping children. So they are now, going around and
trying to actively alert people to the situation so that hopefully
so
something
like
happens.
every week. Yeah.
Okay.
And I understand them, but they also sound very negative. But they are like also saying like, you guys are welcome in our country, but if you're coming here to make stuff like that, we don't accept that in our country.
Right, which makes nothing but sense, yeah.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, I live right next to the part of my city where they just, dump every single immigrant as they can in the same bubble. That's why I can hear when they're out here screaming.
Right. So I'm realizing I've made an error in suggesting we jump over here.
What was the arrow? Error again?
Well, see all of that not shrouded land across from us over there?
We could have just ran around?
Yeah, I think we might be able to make our way over these hills and such and go all around all of this crap and get closer to where the tanning station is without having to go through all the shroud crap to get there. The trade-off is more up and down mountains, but I think that'll be preferable to going through a big chunk of really nasty shroud that we dealt with before and had all kinds of problems.
So...
just warp back.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be the easiest.
That's what I wanted to understand.
I was still getting to that thought. I hadn't finished the logic yet. Because I was deciding whether it was going to be faster or if it was possible for us to fly across, and the answer is you probably could. With my glider, I can't.
yeah, that's kind of what I thought the problem was. So I was just kind of waiting for the problem that you were gonna tell me. Oh, okay, potato. Yeah, I mean, here in Sweden, it actually became a new rule for immigrants lately, probably because of all the shenanigans they are doing, especially in the big cities. That now they need to earn a specific amount of money. If they don't, they get kicked out.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, but in my opinion, them working at all would be enough for me. My sister have she's working on a kind of a daycare. You have a cat coming for you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the cleaner in that school or daycare, actually, she has to work trying to, come up to that amount that she is forced to go up to now. And they want them to at least get 27,000. Not even my sister that I've been working for years have that.
Okay, that might be a bit excessive. I could understand there being a threshold because it keeps them from doing too much that would just be... how do I explain this? It makes under the table work harder for them to do as a means to stay.
Yeah, like criminals and stuff, they can't just stay. They would be
Yeah.
like chased down and kicked out and stuff. I understand.
We're going
I
a
just
little
think
too
the
far this way.
threshold is too much. Way too.
What's up? We were
Yeah,
going too far
I just said that the
inland.
threshold
Yeah.
is way too much. But I think they're just sick and tired of all the problems, because lately it's almost like the immigrants have gone rogue in like every single city.
That's a fairly common issue when it comes to a larger population that came from elsewhere. No matter what culture they come from, there's usually enough of a clash there that even if they're not doing something wrong, it may end up appearing wrong depending on the situation.
Yeah, but I also feel sorry for them who is not doing anything wrong and now they get punished for it.
Right, because they're getting caught up in the mix regardless.
Yeah. And I can even see like the eyes of well, the people in my city, like if they see an immigrant now, they can just stare them down with like a death stare, you know, like
right,
really showing like I don't like you.
No.
And I feel like you don't know them. Please don't do that.
What you're talking about is kind of a universal problem. Oh, I think I know where the tending station is. See that fort across from us? Well, I think it's in there. Based on where it is and the fact that it's up on that hill, I think it is right up in that fort.
Yeah.
So we have to go all the way around if we don't want to try to climb all the way back up.
Yeah, exactly. We're all humans. And to be honest, it's also Sweden's own fucking fault for putting all of them in the same fucking place. It's almost like to create a, what is it called again? It's like a ghetto, I think it's called.
That would be one of the words for it, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Potato.
The problem is, you put that larger concentration of people in any location, and you're going to have a lot of the negative ones showing up because they're the ones people notice.
Yeah, exactly. You live in the ghetto. I mean, it's nothing bad with it. It just called that.
It's a word with bad connotations, despite it not necessarily needing those connotations. It's just that's what has ended up being attached to it.
Yeah. Because in Sweden, at least, they like to put them in the same because they just don't want to deal with them.
That's a common thing, yeah. Anytime you start having large populations getting added to a country, this exact same situation plays out every time.
Yeah, but if they want them to learn the culture where they live, why don't they actually put them among everybody so they learn instead of in their own hole so they don't learn?
Because that involves dealing with the problem, which is exactly what they don't care about doing. You're talking logical solutions, and that's not what they're about.
Yeah, but it irritates me because so much problem can be solved if they just fucking think with their brains.
Correct. But they think with their pocketbook, which is not the thing that uses the brain.
Sometimes I just feel like they stare at the money. At least our government.
I feel like people in almost every nation could agree with the statement if they think about money too hard.
Yeah, I remember a year where our politicians actually got called kindergartens because they couldn't, for the life of them, agree with anything.
Oh, this sounds familiar too.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they could agree on something.
But it wasn't helpful, was it? The thing they could agree on, of course not.
It was that they raised the money that they got from working. That was something everybody was like, oh yeah, I vote yes. But it was when like important stuff, like, oh, how should we like give the school money or the old, or how are we gonna handle the criminals? not. Everybody was just fighting each other.
See, but you found the connecting point there. One gave them more money, the rest involved them spending money.
Yeah, but it makes no sense. It is people on the street or people without work, and it's an inflation, I think it's called.
Inflation would be an issue in that situation, yes.
And they are not even helping us that has no work to get more money, and everything is going up. Instead, they're sitting there with their millions.
Because the sad part of that is, since you lot that don't have much money aren't giving them as much money, therefore to their mind, they have less reason to care about your situation. That's kind of the line there.
Well, I'm gonna line them up and give them my life for a week.
They would not survive. And that would be fine.
Actually, that is actually something I'm thinking about sometimes. Like, if those that are so used to have so much money would all of a sudden not have a lot of money, how would they handle, like, the sudden turn?
They wouldn't. A lot of them really wouldn't.
I've been kind of very poor all my life, so I know how to come by, but...
Like, some would adapt, and some would be out there trying to panhandle rather than trying to do something to make themselves actually survive. Because they would still have that sense of entitlement, thinking, oh, I exist, therefore people will help me. They'll throw their name around, I'm sure, and pretend like that's going to be something useful. And, you know, things like that.
They already learned how to manipulate, so I guess...
That's going to be one of the routes they take, yeah, is they'll just try to manipulate those who do still have anything into digging them out of the hole they're in. Because that's the nature of the type of people that typically succeed in those areas, is manipulators and those who are good at making people do what they want them to do.
I just hate that. I want, like, a decent person to be a politician or a leader.
The issue there is usually they don't survive. And not because they get killed, but because they fall apart in the process. Because they're a decent human being.
I mean, look at Ukraine's leader. That was like a comedian first. And now he's protecting his country. I think he's fucking bad.
That's fair, but there's a timer on that one.
Of course. Of course, like, of course he's in a very bad situation, and it's not, like, something we should wish he is in, but he's handling it fucking good for being a fucking comedian.
Correct. But that's also the exact kind of person they need right now, and that's why it's working.
Yeah.
That's how these situations typically play out. Also, that's a matron up there.
Yep.
So that was why that was a problem. Oh, this is Lupa's lair. That must be Lupa up there. Huh. Well, that makes sense now.
It's actually wolves and a big fucker.
Yeah. Apparently she summons wolves, because I killed the wolves that were up there, and now there's more again. Yep. What that tells me is we need to get rid of her. Oh god. Hang on. I'm on my way. Yeah, I gathered that. I moved as fast as I could, but we don't exactly have high-speed movement in this game.
I agree with you, Potato, but it's once again a leader that has been leading for too long, and money and the power is in his brain.
Though maybe we should move away from this topic, because we are staying on this for a fair bit here.
Yeah, sorry. I just don't like to ignore my...
No, I understand. That's as much at them as everyone involved in this. Just like, okay, we might want to move on so we don't stay in downland the entire time.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Because I'm sure we can all find something more positive to talk about.
Yeah, like the gun in Borderlands.
Oh god, what did you find? So my sword is already about to break, and this makes me upset. So,
oh my god, I have
switching to this sword might have been a mistake.
I
I'm
don't
listening.
know. Have you seen my Discord?
I don't think I saw that. No. Well, I saw your status message, yes.
Yes!
That
yes,
I saw, and I did raise an eyebrow at that. I'm like, you know what? Nope, that's just Xeno. It's fine. I'm sure I'll find out about that later.
From the gun. I'm not even joking.
No,
it's like from
that's definitely a Borderlands thing. That does check out. No questions here. Wow, they threw that bomb really high.
And I was... Oh! Are you fighting
her? Her, no. I did just break my sword on this guy's face, though, which is a problem. Good thing I still have a wand.
Anymore.
Yeah, he's a crater now.
Yeah, but imagine how much I laughed my ass off. Come on, it's like a joke that is so typical me.
Yeah, she has broken containment, by the way, so that's upsetting. So I know you're well aware about that already. Yeah. On the bright side, she seems to be very confused, so we can just keep shooting her. Or at least that's what I'm gonna do.
Only reason I killed her when I played single player that was because I was high up in like the upper part just shooting her and she was stuck and confused.
Probably like right where I am right now, yeah. So I'm just perched up on this wall here, getting backstab shots consistently. I think that's out of range your wand, because I can't reach her with my wand from here and I'm closer. Well, this is a choice. And she's dead. And there's the tanning station right here, I presume. Yep. Excellent. There's also a note with a tanning station recipe up here that you're going to want to come look at once you grab the stuff off her corpse.
I'm angry. 2 times my viewers have looked at me going right into a trap like an absolute idiot.
I mean, you are the one who was always saying it's good to show the good and the bad when you're streaming, so...
Yes, I have said that many times, but at the same time, sometimes I don't like my shenanigans.
That's fair. I never said you had to like it. But yeah, we have a tanning station now, so we can make leather to get our armor upgrades sorted out.
Where did you want me to touch?
There was a note on this table right here.
I already have it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, that's why I wanted to make sure. There's also a hole right here that has a chest in it. And it isn't a trap, but there is a note in here as well.
Huh. Apparently I did find this when I played, because I haven't.
I honestly wouldn't be shocked if you fell down that hole, because it's a very easy hole to have fallen down.
To be honest, no. I went in here before even going up because I saw where I came out.
Yeah, is you would have just broke through those boarded up doors, yeah.
Yeah, you know me. I like to break things.
Ooh. Ooh, we do have another quest captured by Lupa slightly further over now. Though I at the very least need to go back and fix my sword. Or I'm not gonna be very helpful. Unless there's an anvil somewhere in here.
I'm trying to think, because when I played, I know one place I kept going to because it was an anvil.